This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Mark My Words. It's Friday. It's Friday, April 5th, 2024.
I was wondering how you would do the Mark My Words thing, and I forgot to pull up the audio cue.
Welcome to the
So sorry.
party.
So sorry.
Chris doesn't dance at the party. Well, I'm Aaron, and this is my very threatened co-host, Chris. Mark my words, Chris.
That's right. I was stunned. Mark my words.
I had a menacing glare on my face. Yeah, well, we'd like to welcome you back to the family-friendly hootenanny we call Another Great Day podcast. A podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. Howdy, Chris. How you doing?
Oh, hey there, partner. Howdy.
It's Texas AP to you, sir.
Oh, wait. TX.
Tex AP. That's right. That's right. You're a little garrulous for my liking.
Oh.
I learned that on your podcast this
Talking
week.
a lot? Too much
I've been
talking?
Roping them cows, you know. I got the strength of a leaf cutter ant, so you know I can pick my cows clean up over my head and do a shoulder press. Yeah, I learned that too earlier this week. I've been listening.
Who made the first motorcycle engine?
That'd be Dahmer with his old buddy Maybach. Got me one of them 300K fancy cars for my wife.
Who was one of the first women to illustrate insects?
That'd be Insect McGee. One of my faves. Anyhow, all right, back to the Oregon Trail. Gotta go before I get dysentery.
Maria
Bye.
Maria Marion.
I've done got bit by a snake. Gotta see the doc. Bye.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe we should recap every Friday.
Texas AP and Chris.
Texas AP's recap.
And Chris the Kid.
This is what I learned this week.
Christo the Kid. Yeah.
All right, we have something special coming up.
Yes, we do. Hit the music, Chris.
Oh, man.
People have been wondering, what are we doing on Fridays? Boss Level's on temporary hiatus, but we thought of something that would be fun that you might enjoy. We like to call it Super Fight.
Super Fight. That's right. This is based off of a card game that you can purchase out there in the world. It's for older kids and up, where you draw cards of characters and a card for their attribute, and then you have a minute, 1 minute or less, to describe how you would win a fight.
Okay, so
But
for example, I could pick
in-
a snake,
Yep.
and that could be my character card, and his attribute might be that he is really a good cook.
Yep, but today we're changing it just a little bit, and we're not winning a fight. We're seeing who can be best at a task.
Okay.
Here's the task.
All right.
So you can put this in your brain while you're trying to think about it.
Okay.
Your task is to organize the best Bob the Builder themed costume party for a group of construction loving dogs.
That is not what I expected you to say.
I'm imagining dash hounds, all with little hats on.
That's amazing. I was thinking of corgis, so that's great. Little hard hats and tool belts.
Your challenger will have to be the best.
This is going to be
at
really
a
hard.
Bob the Builder construction theme.
Okay. All right, I got my timer. So we each get what, 1 minute?
You each get 1 minute.
Okay, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Oh, so we have to say our character and attribute.
Okay.
So what do you got? Who do you bring into the fight?
My character is a startled squirrel.
Okay.
And his attribute is that he always gets his foot stepped on in crowds.
Oh, no. This is not the best attribute.
No, not the best for party planning, but it's better than the other ones that I had to pick from.
Okay, so my character is the Neon Ninja.
Ooh, nice.
That's right. Its character's attribute is the Neon Ninja cannot handle the spinning teacups at a theme park.
Well, then me and the Neon Ninja are friends because I can't either. I can't even look at those without getting sick. That's hilarious.
So you have 1 minute. Do you have a timer ready?
So I got to describe why the startled squirrel who is uneasy on any rides or who always gets his foot stepped on in crowds would be better at designing a Bob the Builder birthday party for dogs, construction-loving dogs, than your neon ninja who gets dizzy.
That's right.
Okay. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Let's go. Okay, so as the startled squirrel wanders into the party, it's just him in the room, so he has plenty of room. He doesn't have to worry about his foot getting stepped
That's
on.
true, okay.
The first thing he's going to do is set up a lot of spinny rides for these construction-loving dogs. Yep, and while they're spinning, they have little blueprints in their rides that they have to design the finest, the finest building, a doghouse, if you will, for their fellow dogs. Then they have to get off and build it while dizzy, and see who can build the best doghouse. And whoever wins gets to eat the dog food cake, Purina dog food cake, sponsored by them first. So that would be my. There's my pitch.
All right.
All right. I had 12 seconds to spare on that.
Ooh, all right. You ready?
Yeah, ready, go.
So the Neon Ninja is going to hire a studio crew to bring in cameras with huge neon lights.
Nice.
And set up a Neon Ninja fake Bob the Builder video set and throw the party at a neon-themed Bob the Builder with dog ramps and dog chow bowls.
You're brilliant.
Everywhere.
Dang, I forgot about Bob.
That is the best activity they're going to do is they're going to build a special little platform because they want to build something to jump in to a small little wading pool and cool off.
I love
because they are hot dog.
Ridiculous. I wonder how far, if they were frozen, they could hit a wiffle ball.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, that'll do it for today's segment.
And if you want to respond somewhere on the internet, below the Spotify thing or whatever, maybe you can take votes to see who wins. Who is the best? Is it the Neon Ninja or the startled squirrel?
Hey, there is a little poll thing you can create on Spotify.
And then I might go and look at that.
We'll see if it works. We get some troubles from that every now and then.
It's true.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Super Fight. Theme song pending.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we will. Too much like dad jokes. All right. And that'll bring us over to this day in history. 1792. Wow. Good old George Washington.
He's back.
He's back, baby. You can't quit him. We can't quit him. George Washington exercises the first presidential veto of a congressional bill on April 5th, 1792. Do you know what that bill introduced, Chris?
Introduced a new plan for dividing seats in the House that would have increased the amount of seats for northern states.
Whoa.
But not the southern states.
So after consulting with his politically divided and conscientious cabinet, Washington, who came from the southern state of Virginia, ultimately decided that the plan was unconstitutional because in providing for additional representatives for some states, it would have introduced a number of representatives higher than that prescribed by the Constitution. So old George was a rule follower.
And he said no to this because some people were going to get more votes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How fair
trying to
how
keep
cool.
it more fair. Yeah.
I like George Washington. Flawed man in many ways, but who of us aren't? All right, well, that'll do it for this segment, and that'll turn the lights on. This day in history. Malarkey. I love it. And bring us to, thank you, Fred, the discussion question of the day. Chris, do you like asking questions?
I got it.
Do you like only the finest of questions?
I will bring forth the question on a silver platter.
Bring forth the question.
Clankety, clank, clank,
Cling, cling, cling.
clank. I don't know why it's clanking. That's lots of words. That's why it's clanking. What are the pros and cons? That's right. What are the pros and cons of having one finger that's magically bright and shining out like a light or a flashlight or a light bulb?
Like E.T.?
It won't ever stop shining. What are the pros and cons of having one finger that's always a light?
Okay, so for the sake of time, Y'all hit the pause button. You know the drill, hopefully by now. Hit the pause button. Discuss this amongst yourselves. Most ridiculous answer wins. All right? I'm just going to declare that. All right. And then come back and we'll give you our answers. All right, Chris.
All right, what do you got?
So for the sake of time, 1 pro, 1 con.
Okay.
Okay? Pro. Instead of having to use my phone flashlight when it's dark and I'm going through the house making sure all the doors are locked,
That's true.
I could just have finger light.
All right, in that same vein, I'm going to tell you my pro, my positive attribute of this is that at a concert, everybody can put their finger up instead of their phone.
No, is it always on?
Yeah, always on.
It's always on.
It's never not bright.
How annoying.
So here's the con.
So the con is at nighttime. Goodness, I'm trying to go to bed.
I feel like you'd have to buy special gloves.
Well, so I often go to bed after Denise. So Denise usually falls asleep before me. And so if she rolls over and her finger came out from underneath the covers, I'd be like, "Dang, I gotta go cover it up now because it's bright," you know?
I think if this was the case, if all humans had one finger on a hand,
We'd have
that was
night
super
gloves.
bright, they would have night gloves. This would be a normal thing. People would,
Nightcap, boop.
yeah, they'd put a little glove on their hand.
Like a thimble.
For kids out at night playing in the yard.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
It'd be so great
You
because
could put cellophane over it, make it red
the
or
parents
green.
could just look out and see, there's the kids.
Yeah, and there's 10 orbs of light. All right, 10 kids, we're good. Yeah. You know what I was thinking, though? I got an honorable pro is when
Okay.
you're working on your car, it would be so awesome to be able to just put your finger down in those hard-to-reach parts of the engine.
What finger would you want to be lit all the time?
Without a doubt, my pointer finger, all day.
Because if it's the pinky, if it's the furthest one from what you're going to be using, it might be a little better. Because if you're using the pointer finger,
I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna lose a finger, it'd probably be the pinky. So I'm gonna.
That's why I was thinking about it. That's why I was like, you mean in real life?
Yeah, if it got removed from my hand somehow.
Okay.
Yeah. Just in case. Just, playing it safe, Chris.
Playing it safe.
All right, well, speaking of playing it safe, let's go ahead and move on to our dad joke of the day with Wes McFall, dad joke extraordinaire. I'm so glad he's back.
Hey guys, so I've been trying to figure out how I can jump higher on my waterbed. Turns out all I had to do was add spring water. Have another great day.
Spring water, Wes McFall.
It's always the right time for dad jokes. Goodness gracious, I just love it. All right, now on to our final segment, the story of the true hero, Jesus Christ. We love him and we love reading about him. Today's passage comes from Mark chapter 4, verses 21 through 25. Goes a little something like this. Jesus said to them, "When you bring a lamp into a room, do you put it under a bucket or under a bed? Of course not. It goes on a lampstand. No, nothing is secret except what's meant to be revealed, and nothing is covered up except what's meant to be uncovered. If you have ears, then listen. Be careful with what you hear," he went on. "The scales you use will be used for you, and more so. If you have something, you'll be given more. But if you have nothing, even what you have will be taken away."
All right, here's a quick rundown on what this could possibly mean. I was reading a commentary, and this is what I came away with. That the lamp and light that you don't hide, or if you do hide it, will become known. That the secret will be revealed. Nothing is not uncovered. So all these things are talking about generally the good news of the gospel, the kingdom of Christ coming. If you have ears, then listen. And then it says, be careful with what you hear when you have this knowledge of the kingdom, of this incoming kingdom that Jesus is bringing forth. How you measure that, the scales that you use will be used for you even more so. How you take it in and assess it. Then it says, if you have something, you'll be given more. If you believe this knowledge and become part of the citizens of this kingdom of Jesus, you'll be given more. If you don't, if you have nothing, even what you have will be taken away. That's the general idea of what's going on here. So, hope that helps. As always, read this on your own. Talk to people you trust and love. Talk with your parents. And sit with it. talk to God about it. See what he talks to you about.
Let's hit the music and call it a day. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Our mission here on Another Great Day podcast is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
And we have conversed.
We did
have
it.
Created.
Ding.
We have interacted.
Ding.
I'm out of here. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Chris
I'm
just
back.
fell over.
I'm back. If you like this, please rate and review us and share it with the people you know.
Yes, we appreciate that because that'll help us beat the internet with friendly kindness.
Heaping coals upon their brow.
Yes, indeed.
Most importantly, we hope that you make it
Another
great
day.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week.